great to talk to you about this film. I really was moved by the story of those people because you can really feel the background story and their motivations, the families behind them and all these things. So how much do you work on the characters themselves, their backstory, their circumstances?
I mean, this film is, there's a lot of action in it, but, you know, I feel like if you don't care about the people that are going through this kind of experience, the movie's not really going to work. So, you know, I tried, and we all tried very hard to, you know, present these characters as, you know, real, realized human people with families and, you know, hopes and dreams and you know, real life people, and then put them in this pretty rough situation.
Yes, your third time working with Mark, and I think what's really great with him is that he's a relatable kind of actor. You know, you forget the movie star, and he just becomes a dad, doesn't he?
I think so. And you know, Mark is someone who's more concerned with his family, his children, his wife, his brothers, his parents, and his friends than he is with this movie star. And that's real, and that shows. And he works harder than anyone, but at the same time is just a very decent, real guy. And there's not a lot of fakeness in him.
Yeah, it's true. When it's based on a true story, but it's a film as well, how much do you have to be careful for it not to be a documentary about the story, but, you know, it being fiction, basically?
Well, I think in the case of Deepwater Horizon, if you just tell the truth, it's plenty exciting. It's not like you have to... That's a real picture right there.
Yeah,
you know, that was a big fire. You don't have to make it look any bigger than it really was. You just really just have to figure out how to tell the truth of the story. And this is a story that doesn't need a lot of Hollywood cheating.
No.
You don't need to make up things. It's all really there. You just have to kind of get out of the way and let the story work for itself.
How difficult is it to have fire on a set?
Very difficult. I always say fire is probably the hardest thing to film because it's hot.
Absolutely.
Have you ever been near fire? It's very hot, so you can't really get too close to it. So you have to be very creative if you want it to look real.
How important is it for you that the projects that you participate in are very diversified from one another? You know, from all the TV shows you were part of and the different films, it's never really the same thing for you.
I mean, what's most important for me is that I care. Like if I honestly care about it and it's in my guts and my heart and my soul, then I have a chance of it being good, and I like it. And so I don't really think about, oh, well, this has to be a love story, this has to be a comedy, this has to be a sports story. I just am like, do I feel this? Does this get me going? Like, you know, anything. You read the newspaper, one story gets you, right? I look for those stories and try and find a story that gets me hard enough so that, you know, men are like, we're fickle. Like, we walk down the street, we see a pretty woman, we fall in love for 2 minutes.
And then there's another
we fall in love with her. And so you want to find someone that you really love, not just that you think you love. It's that way with stories for me. It's like, I try and find a story that is not going to just be gone in 2 days. I want something that I really feel. And Deepwater Horizon is definitely one of those stories.
Did your love for cinema motivate you wanting to become a filmmaker when you were younger?
Yeah, I think so. I remember being a kid, the first movie I saw was Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory with Gene Wilder.
Yeah, God rest his soul, yeah.
And that was the first time I was like, whoa. Like, I thought that was real. I wanted an Oompa Loompa, and I wanted a golden ticket, and that movie just blew my mind at a very young age in a way that then certain movies started hitting. But that was the first one. Willy Wonka got me.